Hey guys, welcome to Christian Book Review. My name is Megan Smith and I am the marketing director of Christian Book Review. Really quickly, I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know what you will be gaining by watching this channel. First off, you'll be getting a lot of social interaction. We're doing tons of giveaways, t-shirts, mugs, so make sure you stay tuned, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment what got you interested in Christian Book Review. Next, you'll be getting a lot of great insight on your day-to-day life, a lot of inspirational messages to help you with whatever you're going through. Lastly, you will be getting real-life illustrations on the books we are reading. Basically, guys, let us be your channel that you come to relax and gain knowledge on your Christian walk with God. And here is our founder and creator himself, Don Duplessis.
What's up, everyone? Don here. Thank you for tuning in to the very first episode of Christian Book Review. If you haven't already, we encourage you to subscribe and hit the notification button. Today, we're reviewing Devon Franklin's new book, The Hollywood Commandments. Without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the author to learn more about what he does.
Who is Devon Franklin? He is the former senior VP of Columbia Pictures, president and CEO of Franklin Entertainment. His expertise and list of films he has worked on include The Pursuit of Happiness, Hancock, and 7 Pounds, and The Karate Kid, to name a few. He has been interviewed by Oprah Winfrey for 2 published books. His new book, he has been featured on Oprah's Life Masterclass show. He co-wrote The Wait with his wife Megan Good, who is an actor, model, author, and entertainer. Christian Book Review has chosen Devon Franklin and his brilliant new book, The Hollywood Commandments, up for review.
Now that you learned about the author, we're going to take a deeper look into how he thinks. We're going to go on a journey of the read. And on the journey of the read, I'm actually going to read the book and highlight certain aspects of the book. Chapter 1, Your Prayers Alone Aren't Enough, page 28. One of my greatest inspirations is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. His story and lifestyle are the source of pure motivation. Johnson is arguably the biggest movie star in the world. His box office hits like Fast and the Furious, San Andreas, Central Intelligence, and Moana have earned billions of dollars. But he calls his production company 7 Bucks Productions because it's a humble reminder that life wasn't always this way. Back in 1995, Johnson was in and out of depression because of his career. He had been playing football in the Canadian Football League, but was cut 2 months into the season. He was sitting in his pickup truck with only $7 in his pocket. Chapter 2, You Are the Talented, page 39. The common definition of the word talent is an ability in which someone shows unusual proficiency. People can have talent in almost anything, from singing and cooking to shooting 3-pointers or fixing cars. Talent is the most important commodity in any field. It's what employers pay for and sports franchises draft for. In Hollywood, talent is currency. It doesn't guarantee you a career because hard work and so many other factors go into success apart from natural ability. Chapter 7, You Must Master the Walk of Fame. In this chapter, Devon Franklin highlights 5 points that helps you stay humble in perspective. The first one is remember why you're doing what you're doing. Number 2, remember what it's all for. 3, remember who's watching. 4, remember your vision. And lastly, 5, remember you have limited time. Now it's time for the rating. Clock, please. We give Devon Franklin 4 stars for The Hollywood Commandments. Congratulations. Now let's take an in-depth look at Anthony's story. It's a brilliant story about how he persevered through the hardest times of his life. Check out this video.
Before I was born, my father kicked my mother trying to make her have a miscarriage. I was in a car accident and it flipped our car and I landed in the only patch of grass around the turnpike. My mother was killed and my grandmother told the ambulance and the news God had saved me for a reason. So my grandmother took me and my sister in. From a young age, she's always had us in church. When I was about 12, I went to a church conference. I saw people getting saved and I wanted that in my life. I remember a pastor that was speaking at the conference and said that God is waiting on you to accept him. And that night I accepted him in my heart. I had moved to a new school, and there would be people sitting with me at the table, and they would kind of look at me funny after I would get through praying before each of one of my meals. Some of them would respect it, and others would laugh at me. So at that point, I did get kind of ashamed of it. I started playing football for their team, and I was a starting running back, and I was scoring a lot of touchdowns, and people were talking about me, and I started getting cocky. I remember my aunt telling me, remember to thank God for everything he gives you because you couldn't do it without him. And I got mad, and I said, I don't need God, I could do this on my own. And I remember the next game after that, I scored a touchdown, I fell into the end zone, and this guy speared me right in my tailbone, and I wasn't able to walk around, and I ended up not being able to play for 2 games. In that, it humbled me and showed me that I needed God and that I couldn't do it on my own like I thought I could. I was the captain of my football team, and I was looked up to by a lot of the players on the team, but I noticed that some of the guys weren't humble and everything. And I felt like through experiences that I've had that we should thank God for everything that we've done. I went to the coach and I asked him, will we be able to pray? And he felt like that was okay. I pray before every game for the entire team. There were some kids that would, laugh and snicker while we were praying. And I said, even if you don't believe, and could you at least respect? People call me Preach, some of them call me Anthony, but when people hear the name Preach, a lot of them ask me, why is your name Preach, and where'd you get the nickname from? And it just gives me an opportunity to tell them what I've been through and what God has helped me become. I share my faith with one kid who I talked out of suicide. I know now that he goes to a youth group every weekend. And one of the coaches heard that I was a Christian. He asked me, could I speak to some of the guys? I remember my grandmother saying that I was going to be able to talk to people and tell people about my faith in God. It was just a realization that God was giving me the opportunity right then, and so I needed to take advantage of it because he's putting people in my path for a reason. After I got through speaking, a lot of the kids came up to me and thanked me. One kid even started asking me questions about the Lord, and I didn't really know at the time how to help him that way, so I had to send him to one of the pastors at the youth Christian football camp. And he helped him, and that kid accepted the Lord into his heart that day.
Anthony been through the hardest times of his life. He faced turmoil. He faced all this drama. His mom was kicked in the stomach by his father. His father wanted to have the miscarriage. What does that say? It says that Anthony was looking for an identity. In Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5, it declares that before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou comest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. I have appointed thee a prophet unto the nations. That is the key and the core reason why Anthony was able to get through football practice. He was able to be called Preach. They called him Preach for a reason, because he had God in his heart. And not only did he have God in his heart, he understood his reason and purpose for living and playing football. And if he didn't get injured, he wouldn't be where he is today. If he didn't face the trials in life, he wouldn't be where he's at today. His coach said, I want you to speak on behalf of what you've been going through, because on the back end of it, he was encouraging a guy that was about to commit suicide. I'm here to encourage you today that you should never give up in life. Understand your identity, understand your purpose, understand your drive, and understand the real reasons why you're here today. Christian Book Review is for a reason. It's to inspire, not only just to read, but to inspire. Okay, this is the social interaction part. Feel free to comment, send prayer requests, and let us know more about your church, your pastor, where you're serving, because we want to know, we want to connect with you. The more we connect with you, the more we understand what you are and who you are and how we can inspire you more. There's a lot of authors that need inspiration, and there's also readers that are looking for inspiration. So we're having a huge giveaway. We're giving away a t-shirt, a mug, and a bag. The very first Christian Book Review product. It hasn't even been sold on the market, but we're doing that in a giveaway. But you have to be able to subscribe to Facebook and also like the channel. You actually have to go on Instagram and Twitter, and you have to be involved and comment. Let us know at least the church and who you are, so we know when we do the pick at the end of the month The last episode of the month of season 1, we're going to pick a winner, and we're going to give away a t-shirt, a mug, and a bag. God bless you. Thank you for choosing Christian Book Review. I enjoyed giving you this message, and thanks to the marketing director. We appreciate everything that you all do. Thank you.